Hi everyone, I'm Jemaku Brimstone and welcome to the review of Make Your Own History, the fifth or the second, depending on if you count the first three demo albums or not, record by the band Stray from the Path. This year we're celebrating the 15th anniversary of the record, so I had to go back and see if it still holds up or not. This video is a part of my ongoing series Dementia December, where I'm reviewing records that I forgot to talk about on their actual anniversary, which as you can see here was in October. So Stray from the Path, I have history with this band because I found their music back in 2013. I think on the same day they've released Anonymous. That was my first record I've ever heard from that band. I've also reviewed 5 of their records already, so go check them out. Make Your Own History is interesting for many reasons. Let's start with the lineup. So we've got Drew York on the lead vocals. He's been with the band since 2005. The first record he was singing on is Villains from 2008. We have Tom Williams on the guitar, who is the founding member and the only current member from the original lineup. We also have Justin on the second guitar. This is his last record with the band. On Villains he played on the drums, here he's on the guitar. That's interesting, right? We've got Ryan Thompson on the bass guitar. This is his only record with Stray from the Path. And we have Dan Burke on the drums. This is his first album with the Stray Boys. He left after Subliminal Criminals in 2016. The production on the record was handled by Misha Manser, the founding member of Periphery. And it's tight, the production is crazy, it's clean, it's crisp, it's raw. No loudness roar, no clipping, just the way I like it. I love how the guitars, the bass, the drums and the vocals are mixed. I have nothing bad to say about the production. Even after all those years, it's still fantastic. Message is diverse. Every single song is about a different topic which is dear to the band members, because every band member actually writes lyrics in this band. On Make Your Own History, most of them were written by the guitarist Tom Williams, but we also have lyrics done by the drummer Dan on the song Mitra, other lyrics by the vocalist Drew York, and the bassists. Yeah, that's really nice. When it comes to the structure of the songs, most of them are advanced, which means we've got an intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, then a total change of the vibes, usually a breakdown or a new segment, then we go back to the chorus and then a breakdown or a bridge section, another change, then another change, then a new breakdown and an outro. So yeah, it is hard to keep up with what is going on. The only things that are like repeated are the chorus and the verses sometimes, and that's it. Everything else is always brand new, which makes the song sound very interesting after all those years, because the tracks are like 2-3 minutes long, but they are packed with lots of interesting passages, changes, melodies, breakdowns. It's all here. When it comes to the music on this record, it could be described as a mix of chaotic hardcore, mathcore, metalcore, but also nu metal. Everything is here and it sounds so weird, but it works. It truly works. When it comes to the musicianship on this record, let's start with the drummer Dan. He's on fire. His double bass work, the grooves, the style, the precision of his playing, how much he changes the tempo all of the time. The songs sound crazy because of him. He's so talented. I'm so happy that he's here. Love every single section he plays on the record. Next we've got the bass work by Ryan, and well, the bass is audible. It mostly follows the guitars, but we have some moments here and there where it deviates from that stuff, or some segments where the bassist and the drummer are just playing together without the guitarist. So that's quite interesting. I love the bass on this record. Next we've got the guitar work by Tom and Justin. I love the crazy, more chromatic and eerie sounding guitar riffs that sound similar to Converge and also to old school Korn. Those vibes go hard as hell. We also have some breakdowns, so 001, love that stuff. Also some heavier, punkish sounding guitar riffs, some thrashy and death metallish even at some parts. Yeah, the guitars are all over the place, but in a good way. I love them. Last but not least, we got the vocals by Drew York. Also a fun fact, in the first song, the entire band is doing gang vocals, which is quite nice. But Drew York, well, he sounds here in his prime. Nowadays, in newer Straight from the Path records, he mostly raps and then he screams and shouts, but his screaming and shouting is not as vicious as it was. On Make Your Own History, he sounds demented. The screaming, shouting, yelling, growling, he does vocals that remind me of old school nu metal, you know, the first Korn records, the first two Slipknot records. He has that energy. In some songs, like at the end of Comrades, or in Negative and Violent, or in Damien, he does that shriek, like he's screaming through his closed mouth, like he's just doing that, and it's so furious, so passionate. I just love his vocals on this entire record. He elevates this music to a higher point of rage and anger. Yeah, I cannot imagine this band without him, but you can, because the first 3 records, the demo albums, were without Drew York. But I am so happy that he's in this band and he's always giving us some rage and interesting vocal lines. It's beautiful. Now let's rate the individual tracks. The album opens up with Lucid Dreaming. This is the weakest song on the record by far, but it's still great. I do enjoy its more mellow nature, I would say, compared to every other song. The beat at the beginning is quite simple, we get some bass line and gang vocals. When the thing that you're solving, it makes the reason you're falling. So the meaning behind the song is basically like, when you start doing the thing you love, but it drags you down, then just keep on moving, because you're not a quitter and things are going to get better. So it's a positive sounding song, which is quite nice. I guess it relates to the band because they were on the verge of breaking up back then. You know, they were always tight on money, always in debt. The vocals at the end by Drew go hard. The song is fun to listen to. It's very short as well, 8 out of 10. Manipulator is about friends that leave you behind because of some of the decisions you've made in your life. Like, for example, I can even talk about this. I am straight edge, so I don't drink or use drugs or smoke or whatever. I had some friends in the past who were like, life is not fun without alcohol or drugs, so why do you even exist? And they just left me behind, and I was like, great, now I don't need to spend time with you. I am so happy about that. I feel like this song is about similar things. Manipulator goes hard, the tempo changes, especially the drumming, the guitar riffs so heavy. I love the vocals and the lyrics. If misery loves company, then maybe I just sleep alone. Love that line. All the breakdowns also slap. Yeah, this is a classic track, short but sweet, 10 out of 10. Negative and Violent is my second favorite song on this record. It's so evil sounding, the guitar riffs go hard, the first breakdown, after like the first minute, let me tell you about your flaws, everyone is all the same, everywhere you are, love that stuff so much. This song is basically about people negative on the internet, like making fun of you, spewing their hatred because they have nothing better to do in their lives, and also probably about some hardcore scene in the USA, like they feel so better about themselves because they know more bands or have been going to shows way longer, so they feel like they're better people, and this song is like to bring them down a bit. So yeah, this one is heavy, it's evil sounding. The second breakdown, negative and violent, we're all so important. I love that sound, so heavy. I love that. Let me tell you about your flaws. I see them all. Everyone is all the same, everyone you know. Hiding, watching, waiting. There's gonna be more to life than complaining. Love it so much. This one you have to check out. This is a classic track for sure, 11 out of 10. Mitra was written about the younger brother of the drummer, Dan, because he was sad that he is constantly touring and he cannot spend so much time with his brother as he could before he was touring. So it's a sad song. Apparently the drummer would always skip this song, so he wouldn't listen to it because it evokes, negative emotions in him, which can be understood. I love this song because of the chorus. It's weird for Straight from the Path because it's very melodic when it comes to the guitar riffs. They're not chaotic or crazy, just very standard. Love that. The vocals go hard. I love the breakdowns. The lyrics, yeah, also quite interesting. This is a banger. While it's not my favorite song on the record, it's still flawless from beginning to the end. 10 out of 10. Damien is about religion, how it poisons everything. And I must say that when I first heard this song, I was like not sure what to do myself when it finished because it's so heavy. I guess my entire mouth was open throughout listening to this track. I'm also very angry because the music video was blocked online, so you cannot watch it, but I can, because I have it, because I would save my favorite music videos back in 2013 and I would burn them on my DVDs, so I still have the Straight from the Path Damien video. So if the band is watching this review, you can contact me, I can send it to you, because I can still watch that music video, because I own it, and I cannot post it anywhere, because I've tried, and it gets blocked on YouTube, on Vimeo, and anywhere else. It gets constantly blocked, so I cannot share it with you guys, but it exists, and it's glorious. Basically, the band is playing on a top of a rooftop or whatever, and we have some bits and pieces from every single region, some riots in the background. It goes hard, the music video goes hard. Not as hard as the music, but it still goes hard. This track is like an essential song by Straight from the Path to me, and it's something I wish they would still play, because after all those years the band became, less chaotic and more streamlined, you always know what to expect from them, and Damien wasn't something I was expecting, no one was.
What gives you the right to think that you can come and save me? Picture perfect world, I picture violence in disguise. I save my breath for something real as you look towards the sky. Pray for forgiveness, this ends tonight.
Yeah, he does the black here. And then he does that very 10-second long scream through his teeth, which is majestic. The entire beginning of the song is they are not waiting to smash your face in. And then you get the pre-chorus or the chorus.
I've been awake for 40 days and 40 nights and I just can't stop dreaming. Restless, I found your weakness.
So that's the pre-chorus and chorus. Then we get the second verse.
Then I am a demon, so deliver me from this. Amen.
I don't know if this can be considered a post-chorus, hard to say because it happens after the second verse. After that we get the bridge part.
And it's all starting to get odd. All this good news is bad news, just waiting to unfold. And it's all starting to get odd. All this good news is so what?
And the bass sound.
I'm not listening. We are not listening.
And then the fucking breakdown slaps.
We all will die alone.
The song is just so hard. And then we get a whack pedal doing wow once. Then we get the pre-chorus and chorus again. After that, a final breakdown shows up. Boom, 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 boom. That's the build-up.
Ooh, boom. I am a demon, so deliver me from this.
I love that stuff. And then I am a demon, so deliver me from this. As he goes with this for 5 seconds, we get two vocals, because then he's at the same time saying,
I see the problems, I see the broken homes. Restless, I found your weakness. Boom, boom.
Love that. Love the drumming, the double bass work in the final breakdown. The entire song radiates energy. It's heavy. It's straight to the point. It's also crazy. I wish they would play this song live because I want to see this band live someday. And I am not sure if they're ever going to play this one live, because I understand that it's a heavy song to perform. I saw the tabs, I see how hard it is for the drummer, but I still wish they would play this one, because to me it's an essential Straight from the Path song. 12 out of 10. Fraudulent is basically about fake people. I love the energy of this song. This is probably my third favorite track here, because how ridiculous it sounds like. Doom doom do do doom do 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 do. Looks like you fooled us from the start. Give it up, I think you know who you are. Looks like you fooled us from the start. Give it up, do 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 do. I love the breakdown in the middle. Looks like your mouth got the best of you. Give it up, you fake motherfucker. Doom 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 doom. That's the breakdown and it goes hard. Fuck you. I like that. This is my favorite part. This is where you fall apart. Downward. It's just so angry. The entire song is so angry. The vocals are on the same level as the music. Yeah, this is a journey. 11 out of 10. The things you own end up owning you. This is a quote from the movie and the book Fight Club. This song is kinda sad lyrically because it's about how you're basically working for your dream, which is to make music, but you lose so much money. You cannot make money from music and you just put more effort and, money into it and nothing ever comes back. So you're just running on the passion and the need to make it big and, create something worth meaning. And yeah, it's a heavy song. There's something trying to take me down. Every day, same hours and voices calling me. Further from happiness, I'm losing my fucking mind. Wishing I was closer to ending this. So you see, it's very dark, but I love this song. The guitar riff, the main guitar riff is so one of a kind for this band. It sounds interesting as hell, but what makes this song for me is the final breakdown. Blech! He does the black sound. I feel like the black was used by Straight from the Path before Architects did it on their 2009 record, so yeah, it's hard to say, but I feel like Straight from the Path needs some more recognition and love because of the black, because while Sam Carter did a nice black, I feel like Drew York's black was always better. In the outro, all of the band members are shouting "calling me," but not together, like calling me from the guitarist, then the bassist, then the other guitarist, like everyone is doing that part, which is very nice. So yeah, this is a banger, 10 out of 10. Comrades, this is a song about people you've lost along the way, but also for the band it's about their previous members, which thanks to them the band is still ongoing. Even if they are not here, they still remember their names, which is very wholesome, I must say. How many bands basically do a shout out to their previous members and that they still love them and wish them the best? This does not happen like a lot. So Comrades goes hard. I love the chorus, the guitar riffs, but what makes this song stand out for me is the last minute. The last minute is so crazy, probably the heaviest thing vocal wise on this entire record. Drew York just goes off. He's like a nuclear warhead screaming through his teeth, and yeah, it's something I will never forget. Black Anchor is about oil and gas prices, because the band would always lose a lot of money just on gas while touring, and they would never even break even. So it's a sad story. The song again is very heavy. Vocal wise, again, we have some parts that go so crazy with that screaming through his teeth, and it sounds so fantastic. Also the guitar riffs, the breakdowns, all of it slaps. This is a fantastic track, 10 out of 10. Nigeria features Jonathan Vigil of The Ghost Inside, and I must say that this song is kind of funny because of its meaning. It's about the Nigerian scammers who always took pride in making fun of stupid Americans. That's a quote, that's not what I think. And yeah, so this is a middle finger to all of the scammers out there. So again, positive message, because fuck all the scammers. I love the intro to this song because it's so heavy with blast beats.
The double bass work, the blast, the crazy guitar riffs. How we become so comfortable, so stupid, I will say.
And then, in the middle, Jonathan comes up, and his vocals are also vicious.
Destroying industries, but you're just laughing. The world makes
Disgrace. This song has my favorite call-out in the entire hardcore genre. At the end, Drew basically says that no matter how much money you make, you're still worth nothing. And it's just, wow, this is the biggest burn I've ever heard in my life. Like, imagine saying that to someone, some capitalistic pig, like, no matter how much money you make, you're still worth nothing. It's great. The entire song is flawless. One of the better tracks here, that's for sure. 11 out of 10. And the final song, the title track,
make your own, make your own, make your own history. Leave behind your legacy.
That's the chorus. I must say that I love again the crazy chaotic nature of the guitar riffs, the drumming, the breakdown in the middle.
Your life has to make an impact. Pow, dum 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 dum.
That breakdown in the middle so hard, and then the outro with the crazy guitar riffs that remind me of Converge and Old School Corn.
Make your own story, make your own.
And then the 0-1 breakdown at the end. Din din din. Love that so much. Yeah, again, a flawless song. The lyrics, again, are very positive, I would say. You know, to leave something behind, like create something that's meaningful. For example, I've created several studio albums of my solo music. I'm also doing these videos, and to me, they are meaningful. To you, maybe not, but I am still happy. So yeah, that's what counts. This song is a banger, 11 out of 10. To sum it all up, the consistency is stable, the flow is ideal, replayability, hell yeah, this is a legendary record. I love it from beginning to the end. I wouldn't change a single thing about it. This is 29 minutes of some of the heaviest hardcore music of all time. While the first song is my least favorite, Lucid Dreaming, it's still a nice opener, and it's like, this song is like a fake out, because you're listening to it and it's not that heavy, and it's not crazy, but it's great. So you're like, yeah, this is a great band, and then the other songs happen and you're like, wow, now I'm a fan for life. The highlights of this record for me are Damien, Negative and Violent, Nigeria, Make Your Own History, Fraudulent, The Things You Own End Up Owning You, Comrades, Manipulator, and of course Black Anchor. Those are my favorite songs. What a great record. I am so happy that finally I was able to review it. Since I first heard this one in 2013, I've been in love with this record. Listened to it like few thousands of times. It never gets boring. It's straight to the point, it's heavy. All of the constant tempo and, you know, segment changes make it seem fresh after all those years. This one is like in top 500 records for me of all time. It's never going down. And I hope that someday Stray from the Path will find power in themselves to maybe write more songs in this vein, because I understand you don't want to do that nowadays because you're older and you like the structures, but this chaotic mess that is here, it makes sense and it sounds so good. I just love it. I love it when songs break away from the standard intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, chorus, outro. Instead, here, you never know what is going to happen, and even when the structure is more normal, they always find a way to break it down to make it more heavier and interesting, especially with the tempo changes. It's fantastic. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe, follow me on my Instagram, links in the description. Leave a comment and tell me what do you think about this record. Do you also love it as I do? Maybe you don't. I would love to hear from you. Also consider becoming a Patreon or a YouTube member so I can make more videos like this one, so I won't starve to death. That would be nice, right? So yeah, that's all. See you next time. Bye!